Hello, it's Rich Rosen, Fastcall founder and CEO, and I'm going to talk for a few minutes about caller ID. So we're logged into Salesforce Classic. We could just as well be in Lightning or in Console. The Fastcall widget is here in the sidebar in Classic, in Lightning, and Console would be in the footer. And if we see here in our settings icon, we're going to have options for our calling device and our caller ID. And these are drop downs here. And you're going to see that under the caller ID, we have two tabs. Provisioned phone numbers are numbers that are provisioned in Fastcall and set up to receive inbound calls. And these provision numbers can either be assigned to me as a user or to a group where I am a member. So this could be my personal inbound number, or this could be an inbound number, a caller ID that I share with others in the group, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. Verified numbers, which are here, you see we're switching back and forth between provisioned and verified. Verified numbers are numbers that I am verifying to use as caller ID, but are not going to route inbound calls. So if I make a call with this number as a caller ID, which might be a mobile phone, and a call comes back to that number, it's going to go directly back to that device or to that mobile phone, and will not necessarily route the inbound call through Fastcall and in Salesforce. And provision numbers will, and we cover inbound routing quite extensively in other documentation and other videos. Okay, so I have my provision numbers, my verified numbers, all caller ID set here. Be Local is an advanced feature that will automatically match the area code used for caller ID with the area code on the user record. Right now, this is in North America only, so only North American area codes. We're not currently matching international country codes, though we do have that planned. So that's Be Local, where the matching of the caller ID is going to match the area code of the phone number. Otherwise, I'm going to select my caller ID here. One quick note, the calling device, which is also set here, might be independent of that caller ID. So for example, I might set my mobile phone here, so the phone number on the calling device is actually different than the caller ID, and that's a popular use case. In the case of the soft phone, there is no explicit caller ID. So with the soft phone, there's no explicit number to that, so the caller ID is set here. A caller ID is required to make an outbound call. We cannot make an outbound call without a caller ID, so you are going to either provision or verify a caller ID, and you're going to do that under Fastcall settings. The user phones will be managed here under phone numbers, and for the org admin will be managed here. Essentially the same set of phone numbers. Users will only see their phone numbers or phone numbers that are assigned to a group where they are a member. Admins will see all phone numbers. And when I come in here to phone numbers, I'm going to see that my verified numbers are here. And in this case, this verified number is assigned to this user only. These verified numbers are assigned to these groups. So all users in those groups can use these numbers as caller ID. And if I switch back over here to provisioned, I'm going to have all my provision numbers, and the same idea here. The caller ID is available to all users in this group, and this particular number is available only to that user, or in this case, these are the users. These are groups. You also notice that provision numbers have inbound routing associated with them, and verified numbers do not have inbound routing. Okay, so I can verify a new number up here. I can provision a new number over here. Let's just see. So I'm verifying a new number. It's pretty straightforward. I give it a name. I add the phone number. I can add an extension when I'm verifying a phone number. I'm going to receive an inbound call to verify a phone number. And in order to receive that inbound call, if I do need an extension, I can add that. The extension is not shown on the caller ID. That doesn't exist. So the caller ID will only show the phone number. But if I need an extension to receive an inbound call, that would be here. Just like we said before, am I assigning that caller ID to a user or to a group? Then I would select either the user or group here. And when I click verify, I'm going to receive an inbound call from Twilio with a code. I enter that code, and that's how the numbers are verified. When I provision a new number, and again, we cover this quite extensively in some other documentation, but these provision numbers do not need to be verified. They're automatically verified with Twilio because they're Twilio phone numbers. So the same idea happens here. Okay, so that is caller ID. If you have any additional questions, shoot us an email, support@fastcall.com, and we hope you have a chance to try out the different ways you can set your caller ID.